Have you ever noticed that some men seem to attract women effortlessly, even though they are not necessarily the most handsome, the richest, or the most outgoing person in the room? A lot of people immediately assume it must be their looks, their status, or some kind of secret dating trick. But the truth is often much simpler and much deeper than that. Most men grow up hearing the same advice over and over again: be kind, be respectful, have a good personality. While those things absolutely matter, many men make the mistake of believing that being a good person automatically creates attraction. Then they become frustrated when women enjoy their company, but never seem to feel that deeper emotional pull toward them. The reality is that attraction works beneath the surface. Women are constantly picking up on emotional signals that many men do not even realize they are sending. The way a man carries himself during a conversation, how he responds when things become awkward, how comfortable he is in his own skin, and how he handles pressure all influence how attractive he feels emotionally. Welcome back, I'm Isabella, and today we're exploring 8 personality traits that naturally create emotional attraction in women. These qualities are subtle, powerful, and often overlooked by most men. Before we begin, tell me where you're watching from today. I always enjoy seeing viewers from different cities, countries, and cultures joining these conversations. Drop your location in the comments and let's get started with the first trait that quietly separates highly attractive men from everyone else. The first personality trait women are deeply attracted to is groundedness. This quality may not sound exciting at first, but it is one of the strongest forms of attraction a man can develop because it affects nearly every interaction he has. Think about how most people react when something unexpected happens. Maybe a joke does not land. Maybe there is a brief silence during a conversation. Maybe plans change suddenly or something embarrassing occurs. Many men instantly become uncomfortable. They rush to fix the situation, over-explain themselves, apologize excessively, or start acting differently because they feel pressure. A grounded man responds very differently. Instead of allowing one awkward moment to throw him off balance, he remains calm and relaxed. He understands that awkward moments are a normal part of life. He does not view every small mistake as a disaster that needs immediate correction. Because of that, he projects a sense of stability that women notice almost immediately. What makes this trait so attractive is the emotional experience it creates. When a woman is around a man who stays composed under pressure, she naturally feels more comfortable herself. She does not feel responsible for managing his emotions or helping him recover from every uncomfortable situation. Grounded men communicate confidence without needing to announce it. Their calmness speaks for them. They show through their actions that they can handle uncertainty without becoming emotionally reactive. And the truth is, emotional steadiness often creates far more attraction than flashy confidence ever could. Women tend to trust men who remain centered during life's small challenges, because that stability suggests maturity, strength, and emotional security beneath the surface. The second personality trait women quietly find attractive is genuine curiosity. This sounds simple, but it is one of the rarest qualities people encounter today because so many conversations have become focused on impressing rather than connecting. Many men enter conversations with good intentions. They want a woman to like them, so they work hard to showcase their achievements, experiences, opinions, and accomplishments. Unfortunately, while trying to appear interesting, they often stop being interested. A woman might mention a new hobby she recently picked up, a place she traveled to, or a goal she is working toward. Instead of exploring that topic further, many men immediately shift the conversation back to themselves. They think they are creating connection by relating, but often they are unintentionally communicating that they are more focused on being heard than understanding. Genuine curiosity creates a completely different emotional experience. When a woman shares something about herself, a curious man naturally wants to know more. He asks thoughtful questions because he is actually interested in her perspective. If she mentions learning photography, he wonders what inspired her to start. If she talks about changing careers, he becomes interested in the story behind that decision. Women can feel the difference immediately. They know when someone is asking questions because they genuinely care, and they know when someone is simply waiting for their turn to speak again. Authentic curiosity makes a woman feel valued as an individual, rather than treated like another conversation. Over time, this creates emotional connection because people naturally feel closer to those who make them feel understood. A man who listens carefully, stays engaged, and explores conversations with genuine interest often becomes far more memorable than the man who spends the entire interaction trying to prove how impressive he is. The third personality trait women are strongly attracted to is emotional warmth without desperation. This is one of the most misunderstood areas of attraction because many men confuse showing interest with becoming emotionally dependent too quickly. When a man has been lonely for a long time, gone through a painful breakup, or spent years craving connection, it is understandable that meeting someone special can feel exciting. The problem begins when that excitement turns into emotional urgency. Many men start investing heavily before a real connection has had time to develop. They text constantly, become available at every moment, offer excessive compliments, and begin treating a woman as though she is already a major part of their life. Even when their intentions are good, the interaction can start feeling emotionally overwhelming. Women often sense this pressure immediately. Instead of feeling free to enjoy the process of getting to know someone, they begin feeling responsible for managing expectations they never agreed to. Attraction rarely grows well under pressure. It grows best when both people have room to discover each other naturally. Emotionally warm men approach relationships differently. They are kind, attentive, and interested, but they do not rush the process. They enjoy spending time with a woman without making every conversation feel like a test of their future happiness. This balance is incredibly attractive because it demonstrates emotional self-control. It shows that a man values connection while still maintaining his own sense of identity and purpose. Women generally feel more comfortable around men who can express genuine interest without becoming emotionally consumed by it. That combination of warmth and patience creates trust, comfort, and attraction at the same time. It communicates that the man enjoys the connection, but he is not relying on it to feel complete, and that emotional balance often stands out far more than intense pursuit ever will. The fourth personality trait women naturally gravitate toward is having clear values and consistently living according to them. This trait may not create instant excitement the way physical attraction can, but it builds something far more important over time: trust. Many men believe they need to constantly talk about their principles in order for women to notice them. They make speeches about loyalty, respect, honesty, or integrity, hoping those words will make a strong impression. But women are usually paying much closer attention to behavior than to declarations. A woman's perception of a man's character is formed through small observations. She notices how he treats people when there is nothing to gain. She notices whether his actions match his promises. She notices how he handles frustration, disappointment, and conflict. These everyday moments reveal far more about a person's values than any conversation ever could. When a man consistently behaves in alignment with what he believes, he creates a sense of predictability. Women feel like they know who he is, regardless of the situation. His personality does not change depending on who is watching or what he hopes to receive in return. This consistency is powerful because emotional trust is built through reliability. A man who behaves one way today and another way tomorrow often creates uncertainty, but a man whose values remain steady creates emotional security. Women are often attracted to men who feel authentic and dependable because those qualities signal maturity. They suggest that the man is guided by internal principles rather than outside approval. Over time, this kind of character becomes incredibly attractive. It makes a man feel genuine, trustworthy, and emotionally stable, qualities that many women quietly prioritize when deciding who deserves a deeper place in their lives. The fifth personality trait women become emotionally attached to is emotional confidence. This is not the loud, attention-seeking confidence that social media often celebrates. In fact, true emotional confidence is usually much quieter and far more attractive. Many people imagine confidence as being the most dominant person in the room, having the last word in every conversation, or constantly projecting strength. But emotional confidence has very little to do with performance. It is rooted in self-assurance. A man with emotional confidence does not need constant validation to feel good about himself. His mood does not rise and fall based on every text message, compliment, or reaction he receives from others. He knows his worth even when things feel uncertain. Women notice this quickly. If a conversation slows down, he does not panic. If a woman takes longer than expected to respond, he does not immediately assume the worst. If something awkward happens, he does not spend hours replaying it in his mind. He remains comfortable with uncertainty because his confidence comes from within rather than from external approval. This creates a very different emotional experience for the people around him. Instead of feeling pressured to constantly reassure him, women feel free to relax and be themselves. They do not feel responsible for protecting his ego or managing his emotions. Ironically, this calm energy often creates much stronger attraction than dramatic displays of confidence ever could. A man who remains steady, relaxed, and comfortable in his own skin naturally communicates strength without needing to prove it. And that is what makes emotional confidence so powerful. It allows attraction to develop naturally because it creates an atmosphere of stability, freedom, and emotional ease that many women find incredibly appealing. The sixth personality trait women quietly fall for is presence. In today's world, this quality has become surprisingly rare, which is exactly why it stands out so much when a man genuinely possesses it. Most people are physically present but mentally distracted. They are checking notifications, thinking about what they want to say next, worrying about how they are being perceived, or allowing their attention to drift somewhere else entirely. As a result, many conversations feel shallow even when people are spending time together. Women notice this disconnect more than many men realize. A man may believe he is listening, but if his attention is divided, it often shows through subtle behaviors. He misses details, responds vaguely, interrupts at the wrong moments, or asks questions that have already been answered. These small signals communicate that he is hearing words without truly absorbing them. A present man creates a completely different experience. When a woman speaks, she feels like she has his full attention. He listens carefully, remembers details, and responds thoughtfully. He is not constantly scanning the room, checking his phone, or planning his next sentence while she is talking. Instead, he is fully engaged in the moment. This level of attention makes people feel valued. It communicates respect without needing to say a single word. Women often remember how they felt during an interaction long after they forget the exact conversation itself. When a man is genuinely present, he makes a woman feel noticed, heard, and understood. That emotional experience creates connection much faster than many men realize. In a world filled with distractions, presence has become one of the most attractive qualities a person can have. It signals emotional awareness, confidence, and genuine interest, all of which contribute to deeper attraction and stronger emotional bonds. The seventh personality trait women are deeply attracted to is emotional maturity. As women gain more life experience, this quality often becomes even more important than charm, appearance, or excitement because it directly affects the quality of a relationship. Many women have encountered men who react emotionally to every disagreement. A simple misunderstanding becomes an argument. Constructive feedback feels like a personal attack. Small frustrations lead to dramatic reactions, withdrawal, or defensiveness. Over time, these patterns become exhausting. Emotionally mature men handle challenges differently. They understand that disagreements are a normal part of human relationships. They do not see every difference of opinion as a threat to their identity or self-worth. Instead of reacting impulsively, they take time to understand what is happening before responding. Women notice this almost immediately. When tension arises, emotionally mature men remain respectful. They listen before forming conclusions. They focus on solving problems rather than winning arguments. Their goal is understanding, not domination. This creates something incredibly valuable: emotional safety. A woman should never feel like she has to carefully monitor every word she says to avoid triggering an emotional reaction. When she knows a man can handle difficult conversations calmly, trust naturally grows. Emotional maturity also shows up in accountability. Mature men are willing to admit mistakes, learn from them, and make adjustments when necessary. They do not spend all their energy protecting their pride. This quality often separates short-term attraction from long-term relationship potential. Physical attraction may open the door, but emotional maturity is often what makes a woman feel secure enough to keep investing emotionally. It creates stability, trust, and a sense that the relationship can withstand challenges without becoming emotionally chaotic every time difficulties arise. The eighth personality trait women become emotionally drawn to is authenticity. Ironically, this is often the trait that many men abandon when they begin dating, because they become so focused on being attractive that they stop being themselves. When a man likes a woman, it can be tempting to carefully manage every interaction. He starts analyzing every text, filtering every opinion, and constantly wondering what version of himself will be the most appealing. Over time, he begins performing rather than connecting. The problem is that authenticity cannot be faked for very long. Women are often more perceptive than men realize when it comes to emotional sincerity. They can usually sense when someone is speaking from a genuine place and when someone is trying too hard to create a particular impression. Authentic men are different. They are comfortable expressing their real personality. They have their own interests, opinions, sense of humor, and perspective on life. They do not automatically agree with everything simply to gain approval, nor do they pretend to be someone they are not. What makes authenticity attractive is that it feels real. Women generally find it easier to trust someone who appears genuine than someone who seems overly polished or rehearsed. A man who can laugh at himself, acknowledge imperfections, and remain comfortable in his own skin often creates a stronger emotional connection than a man who is constantly trying to appear perfect. Authenticity also communicates confidence. It shows that a man values who he is enough to present his true self instead of hiding behind an image. And in a world where many people are performing for validation, genuine authenticity stands out. It creates trust, emotional comfort, and a sense of connection that cannot be manufactured because people are ultimately drawn toward what feels real. When you look at all of these personality traits together, a clear pattern begins to emerge. The qualities that create the strongest attraction are rarely the flashy ones that get the most attention online. They are usually the quieter qualities that shape how a woman feels when she is around a man. A grounded man feels different because he remains steady when situations become uncomfortable. A curious man feels different because he makes conversations engaging and meaningful. A warm man feels different because he shows interest without creating pressure. A man with strong values feels different because his actions consistently match his words. The same is true for emotional confidence, presence, emotional maturity, and authenticity. Each of these qualities creates a positive emotional experience that women naturally respond to. They communicate security, stability, trust, and connection without needing dramatic displays or complicated strategies. That is why attraction often grows beneath the surface. It is not usually created by one perfect line, one expensive date, or one impressive moment. It develops gradually through repeated emotional experiences. Every interaction leaves an impression, and those impressions quietly shape how a woman feels over time. The encouraging part is that none of these traits require manipulation or pretending to be someone you are not. They are qualities that develop naturally as a man becomes more self-aware, emotionally secure, and comfortable with himself. Now I want to hear your thoughts. Which of these personality traits do you believe women value most in men today? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoy these conversations about female psychology, attraction, relationships, and modern dating dynamics, make sure you subscribe and join our growing community. There are many more powerful insights coming in future videos, and you won't want to miss them.